This feels like this is happening in a time vortex. Who's sitting in the audience to watch this happen?
So, Céilí Rae Minogue?
Céilí Rae Minogue.
Céilí, okay, Céilí.
You can say it however you want, it's fine.
Céilí.
That'll do.
Céilí.
Faster every time,
Céilí
though.
Rae Minogue.
That's the one. Céilí Rae Minogue.
Two fada?
Two fada, one on the E, one on the second I. It's spelt like the beginning of ceiling, which is how I remember it, and it's pronounced like ceiling if you pronounce ceiling like Kaling.
Right. What is the origin of that name?
I stole it.
From who?
I stole it from a better comedian. Alex Horn used it in a stand-up set once, and I was like, oh, that's quite good. And then several years passed where I wasn't Céilí, and then I became Céilí, and then I was like, oh, I've stolen that, and I had to apologise to him. He didn't seem to mind. He didn't. Alex, if you're watching, I am sorry, but I needed it more.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. If you needed it more, that's how we rule who gets a joke. If you've stolen it, you can be like, yeah, you wrote this, but I need it.
Like there's a supply and demand problem here. I feel like Alex Horn has been well served.
He's got loads.
He's got lots of stuff going on. I need this.
We need his material more. Like
that is the only thing I've taken though, but it does haunt me.
The other day I did a gig and someone said something that I had said and they were like, I'm so sorry, I've stolen your joke. And I was like, no, you haven't, because I only said that to introduce you, so technically it's yours.
It was a gift. That's really nice.
Take it. It's about their husband, so...
Oh, Joy and Noel.
I don't know why I was talking about their husband.
I find, like, I think I've ended up writing really obscure material as a defense mechanism to make sure no one wants to take it. Because no one can...
You won't want this because you don't understand it.
Well, it's really difficult to memorize, and also audiences don't like it. So I don't really think it's worth stealing.
There is times I have watched you and I love your material, but I have gone, how is she remembering any of that?
Yeah, I look back at some videos and I just enter a warg state. I'm just not really present.
It's almost Shakespearean.
Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. I'm sure Shakespeare would be disgusted, but...
Yeah, but...
I mean, he's dead, so...
He's dead.
It's
Who
fine.
cares? And he didn't really exist.
Sorry, William.
Bill. Sorry, Bill.
Oh, yeah, get over yourself, Bill.
Bill. I really hate that. I've seen a few things that, you know, like when they're trying to be cool, trying to do cool Shakespeare, they write Bill Shakespeare. I'm like, when was he ever...
To his friends. That's very informal.
He didn't have friends.
Too busy writing his wee sonnets.
We called him Willie behind his back. Wee Willie there.
All Willie shakes.
Willie shakes.
All Willie shakes, all that comes out of him is piss. That was my...
Pissy sonnet.
Pissy sonnets.
I was trying to think of like something. That's my intellect. Yeah, but your pissy sonnets.
Anytime Anne Hathaway was round at her parents, they were like, you still with that, William, eh? Oh, care.
He'll make it one day.
Aye. No, I believe you. Thousands wouldn't, though.
The Irish.
Yeah, no, he's from... Oh, what's a funny place people would say if they were being like, this famous person's actually from...
I would think Cork people definitely think Shakespeare's from Cork.
I don't know if I've ever met a Cork.
He's from Cork, you know. He's definitely from Cork, guy. It's not even Cork, it's something.
I mean, the thing is, I can't call you on this.
I don't know. I feel like a hit's going to be taken. We're going to have to leave the country after this. So anyway, comedy.
As opposed to whatever we were just
I don't know
doing.
what the fuck it was. So, comedy, Shakespeare, whatever. We're cultured. So, your stand-up comedy. Because that's what we're meant to be talking about.
I do. I stand up and I tell jokes at the same time.
Wow!
By definition.
I can't see it.
I don't know, it's a pretty out there idea, but
Do you know what you really want to be wild? Get a chair.
I was thinking about this because I've seen some comics on the scene, and I think when they want to look more sophisticated, or like they're a humorist rather than a comedian, they'll sit down And I don't find it pretentious per se, but I do think it's like, oh, you're giving off a very like campfire-y vibe. Like,
Yeah,
let us sit by the
somewhat
fire.
comforting.
Yeah, comforting, but also kind of stern. Like, this is important information, as opposed to me kind of like just standing around. Same like on a bus, you know, someone's sitting on the bus. They've got a more important position than a standing bus member.
Fraser Rob do his set a couple of times sitting down, and I've kind of felt like I'm being shouted at by a teacher. Like he's got so much authority over me. I'm like, oh, he's shouting so much he's not even getting off the chair. Like
That's how disappointed he is in you.
That's how disappointed he's like, I'm not even going to stand up to discipline you.
I think I'd like to see someone do the sort of 90s sit on the chair backwards look.
Oh, yeah.
Like the H.C. Slater from Saved by the Bell thing.
Or maybe like the boy band bit where it hits like the punchline and they stand.
Oh, that would be so good. No, because that's like an elevation that none of us can hope for.
Yeah, because none of us know where the punchline is. We're like, is it not?
No, but like, yeah, you're just watching along and the comics and then they go like this, like, what are they saying?
This is the important bit. I wasn't listening.
They ascended.
Ascended. I once seen two shoes, right, this is completely off topic, sitting in a car park like someone had, like
They're gone.
The rapture had happened. I was like...
That's a fun hobby. Just leaving pairs of shoes around to
really staring
scare
at it for like
people.
15 minutes. Like, does anyone know what happened? And you know what really got me? Nobody else noticed. Nobody else cared.
I think they noticed they either had too little information or too much.
Not enough imagination.
I had a thing with a baby pigeon had fallen out of a tree once when I was walking past, and it was like going like silently trying to like call for its mother, and I picked it up sort of instinctively, and then I was like, oh shit, I've touched it now. So as far as I know, the mother's going to reject it now. So I was just standing there with this baby pigeon in my hand, looking at passers-by, going like, can you help? And nobody would.
Did you not want to be its mother?
I did, but I didn't have the capabilities or the time. But there was a vet's nearby, and I took it to the vet's, and I had to have probably about a 40-minute conversation with the vet just to be like, I just need to make sure you're not going to euthanize this baby pigeon the moment I leave. Because they were telling me there's a bird man that comes around every day to. No, I know, but I got details, not details I can remember, but like they did claim he was in Newton Abbey, I think.
Yeah, but I thought you were going to say something way more obscure than Newton Abbey there in Brazil. No, Newton Abbey, they're fairly similar.
He needs to come out every day. Like, he's got to be within the area.
On that subject, where is Newton Abbey?
Oh, no, these are some hard-hitting questions I didn't...
Yeah, because Newton Abbey is confusing as to where it is.
Yeah.
Because...
Isn't that everywhere in this country, though?
That's true.
There's not, like... I think on a normal country map, there's, like, really clear outlines between the places, but I do feel like Northern Ireland is more of a large Venn diagram. Every city every, like, location is sort of, like, trying to claim multiple areas at once.
People have ideas about where things are. Depends on your culture where it is.
Culturally, we're in Lisburn. Geographically, we're in Belfast.
Yeah. Culturally, it's a city. Geographically,
The city of culture.
culture. Right, we'll go back to talking about your comedy because that's the point. So, what do you get your inspiration from?
I get my inspiration from, I suppose, the like random article button on Wikipedia.
That's good.
It's a lot of just like trolling through, trying to make weird causal links between things. I remember the day I discovered that there is no actual rule saying that you have to be a dog to compete in crafts. That was a goldmine day for me.
So that is an actual rule, not a rule.
You just have to have won a regional heat, like a regional dog show heat. So if you could convince them to accept you, then you're golden. Crofts doesn't have a leg to stand on.
This is creative.
So you've just all that's happened really is you've just budged it down the line a bit, the chain of command, the sort of like the problem has been kicked down the road a bit. But I then think if you can convince one of those smaller shows to bring you it, like it's a matter of time, I think.
It's a matter of time before Human dogs are seen at Crufts.
Doesn't
that have a name? It's not furries, but there's a specific one for dog people.
Yes. I'm not willing to divulge how much I know about this on this particular video interview. But that does exist.
Yeah, I feel like they'll need their own category, but I can't wait for it to happen.
It's going to be like the Brits. Whenever the Brits said, we're getting rid of the gender categories, Crufts is going to be like, because Crufts will introduce the human dog category.
Yeah.
But then after a few years, a bit of backlash, it's like, we're opening them up to everyone. Dogs and humans finally competing against each other.
I think the dogs would still win.
I mean, a dog is definitely better at being a dog than a human.
Like, just better. I think a dog's better at being a human than most humans.
They've got years on us, though, you know? They've put the effort in. We're latecomers to this.
Yeah, we're latecomers to, like, empathy and caring.
I have other jokes as well, but this is the one I've thought about the most.
How did you get into stand-up comedy?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question, Sara-Jade.
Thanks, everybody. It's what I ask everyone.
I think I got into stand-up. So I had been to see like a lot of shows when I was in university. I went to see like Queen's Comedy Club and the PAV a lot. And I just sort of, I think I envied the performers' confidence. I was like, God, they've really got their lives together, being able to get up there and reel off this material.
Jesus Christ.
And I wanted to be that because I thought, I'm not someone who's got my life together, and if I can make it there, then I have, and then I saw the other side.
Yeah, I was going to say, how disappointed were you when you realised everyone was just racked with anxiety?
I didn't realise everyone was going to be deranged. That was the big realisation.
Anxiety, alcoholism.
Neuroses, delusions of grandeur.
Multiple personalities.
Yeah.
Portionality. Multiple personality disorders. That's something only Northern Irish people get.
And Jay Leno, of course, has multiple portionality disorder because he owns a lot of cars. Jay Leno, the chat show host, he's probably most famous for owning a lot of cars as well.
That's what I always say about you. You know stuff.
It's not funny, but it's true. And if you can't make them laugh, you can make them think. I want to come off a stage and for people to go, I didn't find it funny, but you've given me a lot to think about.
Once I really think about it, I might laugh.
Yeah. If someone goes home and then they text me later saying, oh, I just got it. Perfect.
You want a parting gift?
Yeah. I want people to come and see me 2 weeks after they've last seen me and laugh at a joke I said the first time. That's how long the delay is. You're not reacting to anything I've said here. We spoke a week ago, and you're laughing at things I said a week ago now because they've just clicked.
I get it. I finally understand. Before I was just like, what is happening?
So it's like the first time I speak to someone, it's a very blank slate. But then every time afterwards, you get the hits of the previous conversation.
It's my special hits, my big hits for you. Wow, Céilí Rae.
Sara-Jade. What are we doing?
I don't even know what we're laughing at anymore. Céilí Rae Minogue, you've been a fantastic interviewee.
Thank you. It's my first time.
I'd never believed that.
Is this the bit where I ask you questions now?
Oh, you can ask me a question if you want.
What is your ideal picnic hamper contents?
Oh shit! That's a big question for me. Fucking love a picnic.
I was going into this thinking it was going to be like something you hadn't given any thought to.
Oh no, I love a picnic. You gotta have hummus.
Yes.
Hummus.
I know your feelings on hummus.
Gotta have hummus. A sourdough. I love a bread. We don't have to go a full sandwich if you just want to get a bread.
No, I think multiple breads because then you get to feel like you're making your own sort of like charcuterie.
Yeah, yeah. Like, don't eat meat, so always a cheese. You gotta have a cheese.
What specific cheese, though?
Brie.
I like a brie. I like a good manchego, but it's difficult to get a manchego.
Oh, a manchego, yeah. Bit of spice.
Just a little spice.
Manchego.
Hey, this ain't your average Caucasian picnic.
Might even branch out with some roast vegetables.
Any in mind?
Courgette.
That's good. No, I'm just passionate. This is more detail than I was expecting.
Courgette. Pepper.
Oh no, I don't know how. I'm fine.
Of red pepper?
This is yours. I'm not having to eat this, but I appreciate that you're adding some colour to the mix.
A pesto pasta.
Nice little pasta, yeah.
Nice little
Easy to
pasta salad on the
disperse.
side. Yeah, I think that's good enough.
No drinks.
And also, well, I was going to say, like, a bit of wine.
Little wine.
Little wine.
This isn't your kids' picnic.
This is a gift. I'm a lady.
Put the kiddies away for this picnic.
And also, half a bag of Coke. Céilí Rae Minogue, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Sara-Jade Davidson.
Hi, I'm not Claire Corrigan or Claire Johnson. I'm Claire Nugent.
See us at the Accidental Comedy Club. For more information, check out
www.accidentaltheatre.co.uk.
Yes. And also you can watch the show online if you can't be arsed leaving your room. Quick! Crime!